Hello, Nomad Sculpt, and this video is about hair cards. How to create hair cards with Nomad Sculpt only, so no other apps needed. Okay, absolutely easy. So here is an example. You see here such a hair strand thing here, and this is a hair card, and you can play around with it. Oh, sorry. So you can change here the density of the hairs and so on. And also the color you can change here. I show you only, a few examples. So make it red or paint glossy and so on. Okay, so I start from the beginning. I delete here everything. Okay. First, make sure you're working in the front view and you can lock here the view. And make sure that the camera here is in autographic mode. Okay, and then here I start here with the tube and I create here a path. So I reset it. So this here is my tube. We don't need caps at the moment, but yeah, I leave it. So, and let's add a top radius and a bottom radius. So make it a little bit smaller. This becomes our hair strand. So this is one hair. Okay. Then activate the gizmo. And here you can place it on bottom. Sorry. I like it here at the top, so I bring it here on this position here. I draw the tube in the wrong direction. Okay, and you see here the red arrow. This is the direction we need. Okay. Here in the scene menu, press add and add an array repeater. And you see here the count here, add more hair strands. And you can change here the scaling, like this here. So it helps a little bit. So I add a plane primitive and I rotate the plane here in the front view. So I have to use snapping and rotate it in this direction. Where is it? What happened here? Ah, it's in the array. So I have to put it out of the array. Okay. This is our square canvas. So it's only a helping plane. So I leave the solo view and I place here my hair texture or so here, and I adjust now the size so that it fits inside the plane. So it's something here like this here at the moment. And I also change the length of the tubes here. So like this. Okay, so now the tube is selected. And here for the tube, for the for the array you find here a randomize option. So it looks crazy at the moment. Press reset on every button. So then it looks like this. And then start playing with the settings here. Play with this rotation. This is not correct. So play with the green rotation. Looks better. And here I select here the array and bring the array a little bit outside here of the plane. Okay, let's play a little bit more with a randomization here, and now I use the scaling. So maybe like this or not. And here the length, so this is okay. And yeah, I think this one is not important, so yeah, let's use it. Okay, and so it fits here in the plane here, so like this. So you can select here both here and make a clone. So now we have a second array. So I select this array and press here randomize again. So you can create hairs over hairs like you want. Okay. So this is fine. And now we have to render our first image. So this one here. So I select here this thing here. The matcap mode is active and I change my matcap. And here you find this matcap here. Set normal. It's a default matcap. Okay. And the plane here we can hide, or yeah, maybe later. So here I show you, so first I select here the plane, and here, so yeah, I select here everything. So I pin here this pivot here or this gizmo to the center here, and then I select here everything, and then I go to my render view. And here the setting is on square and here transparent background. And now we have to, you see here the border line. So we now have to scale the whole thing that it fits inside the border. So like this here, or a little bit of overlapping here. And I go now to my camera here and I add a view. So when we change here everything and we press here, then our view is resetted. So now for the render image, I don't need the plane anymore. So here the pin, we can deselect here the pin, and I hide now also the plane. And now I render this image. So this is our normal map. So I save it. Okay, and now we need another normal map here. So you see here next to this normal map, there's a blank white color, so set white. So this is our color map here, and go back to the render settings and render this image. Save the image. Okay. So now I add here a quad sphere. And I'm using now the solo view. And I change here the matcap back to the other matcap so that we can see it a little bit better. Okay. And here scene vertices 6000, so we need a little bit more. So I validate this one and use multi-resolution, and I subdivide it a little bit to make it a little bit smoother. Okay, and you find here in the settings, you find here a debug setting, and here is a height map option. So press this button. And you can play here with the focus, and also you can activate here the post-processing. So when you activate post-processing and tone mapping, you can play here with the exposure, contrast, and so that it looks a little bit brighter. And here in the top menu here, you find here your gizmo option. So we need the ring here to scale here the sphere. So back to the render settings here, there's the border. And now I scale here the sphere here, it touches the border. It's a little bit fiddly. So here you see it touches the border, here the top, and so on. And now press here the icon back to the render view. And yeah, export this and save the image. So this one you can use all the time you want. So you have to do it only one time. We don't need post-processing anymore. And also the quad sphere we can delete. So sorry, and this we need this view here with the hairs. And now I change here the matcap to the new generated matcap. So I press import and choose this rendered image here. So you get now this view here. So with this, so you can play here with the matcaps, but I think, so I delete this one. I made it a few times for the video. So I want this one here. So, and now I export this image here. Okay. So, in fact, we can delete everything. And I'm using the tube tool, create a path. So here we don't need the caps. So, and we need more radii. Okay, and now change or set the textures. So open photos. So we need maybe the blank white. So you can choose the blank white. So this one. Or you can choose this one for the color. And for the normal map, you have to put the normal map here, the blue one, this one, in the texture slot. Yeah, and that's it. So you see here, this is a default tube. And now you can play here with the scaling, maybe if you need more hairs, so change the scaling. Or you can change the color, like this, or more brown, so such a brown or black. Yeah. And here you see the two-sided, here's a red thing. This is my back face. Turn the back face off. Yeah. So this is what you get. And it's also possible here to change the color material. So select only the roughness here and play with the roughness. So I don't know why it doesn't work at the moment. Ah, we are in matcap mode, so you have to change to the other render mode. So here use matcap or lit PBR. So you see here the difference. So, and now our roughness, so make it a little bit more glossy. So it's a little bit more shiny, glossy, or a little bit more rough. So, and I think now the color works also a little bit better. So, like this here. So for the tube profile, so when you activate the profile here, it's also possible to use a flat or open profile like this here for a flat hair card. So now you got the UI is cluttered. So I added a light and we can see it a little bit better. Post-processing. So this here is with lights, so you can change the light a little bit. And so we use the profile here, and you can add so variations to the profile, and you can also wrap it around, so like a spiral. So you see here the profile, so I make it a little bit more round. And here you can change here the divisions. And also play with the scaling. So I'm not sure here. Yeah. Okay, that's the workflow. The thing is, with matcaps, it's easy to create such normal maps, and yeah, and with the tubes or the hair tubes itself, you can play a little bit with it and get the best result. So that's it. Have fun with sculpting. Ciao.